Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everyone is doing well today. Listen, I realized something. I realized that many of you all are not accomplishing the goals you want to accomplish, and that's because you're not thinking big enough. Many of you all are not thinking big enough. What do I mean by that? Let me show you what I mean by this. There's a book. I don't know if you guys have read this book before, but there's a book called The Magic of Thinking Big. How many of you all have heard of this book? Let me know if you've heard of this book. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you've heard of this book before. And what I realized was the reason why many of you all don't believe in yourselves, don't think that you can accomplish certain things, is because you're just not thinking that you can. You're not thinking big enough. Let me just give you guys some of the things that I've learned from this book, or I'll give you some of the names of the chapters. Let me do that. The first chapter is called Believe You Can Succeed and You Will. See, some of you all don't, you're not even thinking about the first thought, right? You're not even thinking about, you don't even think that you can win. You don't think that you can pay off your debt. You feel like there's so much credit card debt that you can't pay it off. You can never pay it off. Some of you all feel like you've been paying rent for so long, there's no other way around this, that you'll never be a homeowner. And that's really stinking thinking, is that is the old way that they used to say it. And what it is that you got to start talking yourself into this. You got to start seeing it. You got to start visualizing this. That's just one of the chapters. Another chapter is here. Let me show you guys this because listen, it's about to get really good. Watch this. If let me see here. Get big results by believing big, right? Let me show you another one. Let's see here. Man, develop the power of belief. Develop the power of real enthusiasm, right? Listen, this is one of the books that changed my life. And I realize, again, some of you guys aren't thinking big, okay? And it talks about 4 ways to develop a big thinker's vocabulary. Words have power. Words have power. Someone put that in the comments. Words have power. Here's 4 ways that help you develop a big thinker's vocabulary. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into this. That's why I'm telling you guys to get this book. Because if you get this book, then you'll start thinking to yourself, you'll start reminding yourself who you're supposed to be. By the way, my camera is charging. I completely forgot to put it on the charger last night. But anyway, number one, use big, positive, cheerful words and phrases to describe how you feel. When someone asks, how do you feel today? You respond with, some people respond with, I'm tired. I have a headache. I wish it was Saturday. I don't feel good. That's what some of you all do. And you're not even realizing that those words, you're becoming what comes out of your mouth. You're becoming what you're speaking. Instead of doing that, you can say just wonderful, thanks, great, or fine. And if you say you feel wonderful at every possible opportunity, you will begin to feel wonderful and bigger too. Become known as a person who always feels great. Become known as a person who always feels great. Now that doesn't mean that every day won't be a good day. I'm not saying be naive here. What I am saying is how many of you all are thinking is what's holding you back the most. Holding you back the most. Listen, Lourdes says, yes, I read that book years ago, but I need to reread it again ASAP. Thank you for the reminder. You're more than welcome. By the way, guys, if you haven't grabbed this book, you need to grab this book. I'm telling you, here, I'm gonna put here, give me 1 second. I just realized I'm gonna put the link inside the chat. I know some of you guys are watching on your TVs, and some of you guys um, are watching from different places. So here, the magic, I'm putting it in the chat now. The magic of thinking big. Okay. So now that's one thing. You can't see yourself going into homeownership because you're not thinking big enough. You can't see yourself having a lower car payment because you're so used to paying high interest. You can't see yourself going to the dealership and being in there for half an hour because every time you've always gone to the dealership, it's always taking hours. You've gotten used to that. Some of you all have been so used to bad credit. Some of you all have been so used to people not believing in you that starts to it starts to change who you are. You forgot your goals. You used to dream big when you were in your teens, when you were a kid, when you were in your 20s, you used to think big, you used to dream big. Some of you all have, but you lost that. And what happened? Bills, credit, right? We get it. We get it. But what are you doing? What are you all? I want you to ask yourself, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do today to grow? What's one thing you're going to do today to grow? Listen, this is why I was thinking about this because I'm going back to this. I'm going back to this because I said I need to remind myself. I need to remind myself that I'm not thinking big enough. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. The next one is, let's see here. Use bright, cheerful, favorable words and phrases to describe other people, right? And so when people are talking about people, a lot of times sometimes they become petty and they use cut them down language. Instead, talk good about people. It's called the high road principle. Some of you, I don't know if you guys have read that book. That's called Winning with People. That's a whole nother book. But it's essentially changing how you say certain things. We talked about this. Well, we was in a, I don't know if I mentioned this. I forgot where I mentioned this at, but we talked about how not just, man, I forgot what I was going to say, but it was more so about um, how you feel about something or what you think about something. And we just got to be more positive. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, and there's plenty of reasons to not be happy. I get it. I totally get it. Like you're human. But what I'm saying is, you got to spend more time. Some of you all spend major time on minor issues. Some of you all are spending too much major time on minor issues. You listen, you're holding yourself back. You're holding yourself back because you're not thinking big enough. You're not thinking big enough. That's just that piece. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. The next thing says, see what can be, not just what is. Big thinkers train themselves to see just not what is, but what can be, right? For example, what gives real estate value? A highly successful realtor who specializes in property shows what can be done if we train ourselves to see something where little or nothing presently exists. That means you may look at your account and say, well, you know what? I'm going to always be making this amount of money. No, you can make more money. Let me tell you all something that someone told me. Watch this. Your job pays you more. Your job pays you more. That's not all your job pays. That's all they pay you. That's all they pay you. And most companies pay you based on the value that you bring to the company. Look at Wayne talking about some majoring in minors, Jim Rohn. They don't know about Jim Rohn, Wayne. They don't know about Jim Rohn. We got some readers in here. They don't know about Jim Rohn, Wayne. We hitting them too hard. Right? So that's what that's about. And so that's the thing. Listen, man, listen, these things are holding you back the most. I'm telling you, these things are holding you back the most. The most. Y'all didn't, some of you all didn't know today. Y'all didn't know before today that, again, just simply not telling yourself, simply not reminding yourself of what you want in life. Since you're not doing that, it's holding you back the most. You're not seeing it. You're not talking to yourself. You're waiting on someone to tell you what it's okay to do. You're waiting on somebody to remind you. You're waiting on someone to tell you what you should be doing. Give yourself direction. Give yourself direction. I want to be clear. I'll tell you guys this all the time. I'm not perfect. That's why I read, because I'm not perfect. See, what you got to realize is you're not perfect. Nobody in here is perfect. We got that. We're past that. Now that we got that, what are we going to do? What are we going to do to grow? I know I'm not perfect. I know I don't think big enough all the time. That's why I'm reading. I know I don't. That's why I'm reading. Right? Listen, listen, man. Y'all got to get this. Y'all got to get this. Listen. Oh, let's go back to we just talked about that, right? How can listen? Your job is paying you based on the value that you bring to the company. So if most jobs pay you based on the value that you bring to the company, here's the question that you need to ask yourself. How can I become more valuable? Someone put in the comments, more valuable. How can I become more valuable? How can I become more valuable? Right? Some of you all are not spending. Listen, listen. I know you want to become more valuable. It's time to become more valuable. More valuable. Somebody put more valuable inside the comment section below. Listen, I'm telling you, this is crazy. This is crazy. So either way, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Is this helping anybody? I'm gonna make sure because see, I know we talk about credit, but listen, it doesn't matter how much we talk about credit if you can't think big enough. You walking around with a 750 credit score, but you haven't refinanced your car because you think that you should keep paying that high car payment. You're so used to paying the high car payment, you created a habit of paying the high car payment that now you got a high credit score and you have no idea what to do about it because you're not thinking big enough. You're so used to paying high interest, you don't care anymore. You're not thinking big enough. Some of you say you want to move out of the neighborhood you're in, but you're not thinking big enough. You keep making excuses. You say, I'm gonna get to it, I'm gonna do it. Right? And don't get me wrong, we all procrastinate on something. We all do, but you're not thinking big. You got to remind yourself. Let me tell you why you got to remind yourself. We got the basketball playoffs going on right now. We got the NBA playoffs going on. You got Facebook, you got Instagram, you got YouTube, you got your job, you got your kids, you got your wife, you got your husband. Listen, you have life. You have life going on right now. I totally get it. But the problem is you're not reminding yourself of what you can do and what you can accomplish. See, some of y'all thought we was going to talk about credit today. No, not today. Not today. Because it won't matter if you're not thinking big enough. It won't matter. It won't matter if you're constantly doing the same things. Watch this. Number 1, practice adding value to things, right? What can I do to add value to something, right? That's number 1. Number 2, practice adding value to people. As you move higher and higher in the world of success, more and more of your job becomes people development. So ask yourself, what can I do to add value to the people around me, right? Number 3, practice adding value. Watch this. This is big. Practice adding value to yourself. Conduct a daily interview with yourself. Ask yourself, what we just talked about this. What can I do to make myself more valuable? Visualize yourself, not as you are, but as you can be. What's one thing you guys are going to do today to make yourself more valuable? It takes a few minutes to read. We're quick to listen. We so quick to jump on Netflix. We so quick to jump on TV. We so quick. And don't get me wrong, do that. I watch plenty of TV. But I make time to grow. You got to make time to grow. You got to make time for yourself. You listen, you're constantly giving your family the old version of yourself because you refuse to change. You got into the habit of just going to work, going home, going to work, going home, taking a vacation, going to work, going home. You got to work on yourself. You got to work on yourself. You got to start thinking bigger. Keeping your eyes focused on the big objective. Many times we're like the person who keeps failing and they report to somebody they know instead of actually making changes. Man, this is big. Chapter 5, how to think and dream creatively. Man, step 1, believe it can be done. Here's the basic truth. To anything, we must first believe it can be done. Believing something can be done sets the mind in motion and you find a way to do it. Some of you all not finding a way to do it. Y'all not finding a way to do it. The reason why you are where you are right now, the reason why you are where you are right now is because of what the person you became 5 years ago. Somewhere down the line, you stopped growing, right? You said, you know what, I don't deserve a high limit credit card. So you don't apply. You don't apply. Right? So you gotta, these are the things I'm telling you. This is what's holding you back the most. You're not thinking big enough. You're not thinking big enough. Some of you all, listen, we're not gonna get too deep into religion. Y'all say y'all believers in whatever y'all believe in. What do you think these things are for? I'm not talking about material things necessarily, but I'm just saying accomplishing something. You're going to drive a car. You're going to drive a car. How reliable is that car going to be? I'm not saying how nice it is. How reliable is that car going to be? You're so used to getting hand-me-downs, beat-downs. You're so used to always putting work into these cars. Listen, you deserve something nice. You deserve it. Somebody put in the comments, you deserve it. You deserve it. Some of you all don't think you deserve it. You work hard, you go into work early, you come in early, you stay late, you always ask for overtime, whatever. You forgot that you deserve it. You deserve it. Give yourself permission. Listen, some of you all are looking for someone to tell you what to do. If that's the case, listen to me today. Start thinking bigger today. You can have that house. It can be in that nice neighborhood. Your kids can get inside of that school district. It's okay to want things in life. Stop acting like y'all don't want nothing. That's the thing. We act like we don't want anything. We act like we got it all. And don't get me wrong, be happy, but there's nothing wrong with going further. There's nothing wrong with raising the bar. Why are we here? You know why? Some of you all are stuck inside your comfort zone. You don't want to do anything uncomfortable. You don't want to do anything new. You don't want to read, right? You don't, and that's the thing. That's what's holding you back. You're like, man, I just don't know why I'm stuck, because you're not reading. Reading is step one. Reading is step one. Step two is applying what you just read, right? Listen, make step one today. It doesn't have to be this book. It doesn't have to be this book. It doesn't have to be, but it needs to be something. Elite, where y'all at? Are y'all in the building? Elite, go ahead and put Elite inside the chat if you guys are in the building. We had a great chat last night, man. We was talking about goals, getting people closer to their goals. I don't know if Yanobi's in here. Y'all know Yanobi, her credit score went up 127 points because she believes she can do it. She's around people that believes that they can do it. She's around people where we're talking about success all the time. We're talking about what we paid off all the time. We're talking about how we just lowered our car payments. We're talking about how we're qualifying for home ownership. Shout out to Annie. I don't know if Annie's reading here this morning. Annie just found out last night that she qualifies for home ownership. She didn't even know it. Right. Because we're thinking big now. We're not just thinking about the nice apartment. We're thinking about the nice property. We're thinking about 2 units. We're thinking about 3 units. We're thinking about 4. We're thinking about quadplexes. That's what we're thinking about now. People that come from a different country, that come to America, these Middle Eastern people, nothing wrong with people, by the way. They come with a strategy. They come with a plan. They come in thinking bigger. They say, I'm going to come here. I'm going to start this business. I'm going to come here. I'm going to buy this property. I'm going to come here. I'm going to change this area. And people get mad. You're not thinking big enough. Believe it can be done. Number 1, eliminate the word impossible from your thinking and speak in vocabularies. Impossible is a failure word. The thought of it's impossible sets off a chain reaction of other thoughts you prove are right. Words have power. Words have power. Think of something special you've been wanting to do but felt like you couldn't. Now make up a list of reasons why you can do it. You say you want to go into home ownership? Write that down. Some of you all ain't wrote none down since high school. Some of y'all ain't wrote none down since somebody gave you directions. Some of y'all ain't wrote nothing down since you wrote down a recipe. Some of y'all ain't wrote nothing down since you was betting on something. Write down a goal today. Write down a goal today. That's step 1. Who can do step 1? Put a 1 inside the chat if you can do step 1. Put a 1 inside the chat if you can do step 1. What's step 1 for the people that didn't hear me? Write down a goal today. Write down one goal. Not that you're looking to accomplish it today. Just write down whatever that goal is, right? Put a one inside the chat if you can write down one goal today. Now, watch this. Watch this. Here come the hard part. Here come the hard part. This is where the work come in. Write down how you're going to do it. That's the second thing I want you to write down. How are you going to do it? You want to buy a house? Great. What's step one? We need to find out what credit score you need. You need a 580 credit score. You need a 620 to make it easier. You need a 620 to make it easier. So put a 2 inside the chat if you're going to write down how you're going to do it. How are you going to accomplish this? You say you want to lower your car payment. We need to improve your credit score. How are we going to do that? We talked about that the other day. When and how. Today, we're talking about what and how, right? Y'all missing out. I won't even be able to keep up with the chat today. I know I won't. It's a matter of fact, let me put the chat over here. Let me put that right there. There we go. Polo says 1 in the chat, 1 in the chat. T-Dub says 2, right? Don't forget, guys. There you go. Yanobi says 1. Marcus says 2. Nicholas says 2, right? Write down listen, are you going to write down the steps of what you're going to do to get to that goal? Some of you all refuse to do this. You watch the video, you watch me, you watch something else. You don't take no notes. Now you back to your regular average life. You know how to go from average to above average? Set a goal. Go after that goal. We got to get into your mental. We got to get into your mental. Coach Elizabeth's in the house. We missed you yesterday, Elizabeth. Where was you at? Where was you at? I was busy. I'm giving you a hard time. Don't worry. Where was you at, Elizabeth? We had a whole game plan session yesterday. You know we need you up in here to get these people going. But good morning to you. All right. Number 3, be progressive, not regressive. That's the way we always have done it. You got to be willing to change that. T-Dub says, write it down, gang. You got to listen. You got to do it. You got to do it. I'm telling you, this is what's holding you back. Coach Elizabeth says, listen, she wants to pay down her debts. Shout out to Elizabeth, man. She's been out here killing it. Listen, she's been out here killing it, man. Her credit scores are in the 700s. When we first started, Elizabeth, put in the chat. When you first started with us, listen, where was your scores at before we started even looking at this stuff? Right? She said, I missed you too. Don't worry. We going to be on you. Okay? We going to be on you. Y'all got it? If you got it, put in the chat, say, I got it. Okay? That's what we're going to focus on today. Writing down the goal. And Marcus, I don't want you, Marcus, we can't use no old goals. Marcus already said he wanted to buy a property. You already in motion for that. We already in motion for that. Write down the next goal, Marcus. Write down the next goal. You're talking about the next goal. Y'all listening? Coach Elizabeth said she was a 649. Where you at now, Elizabeth? Where you at now? Yanobi, what was your score when you first started but when you first was watching me, when you first joined Elite, Yanobi, what was your score? Tell them what it is now. Y'all think we playing in here. Y'all not thinking big enough. Y'all not thinking big enough. That's all. I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you the person that you say you want to be. I'm reminding you of the person you said you want to be. You said you wanted to do this. You said you wanted to put your kids in a better neighborhood. This is what you said. I'm just trying to make sure we got the goal in front of us and that we know what we're going to do to get there. This is what we talk about in the Elite every day. Let me put the Elite. Hold on. Let me put this over here. I don't want to block this. I don't want y'all to miss what people talking about. Right? Yanobi says she was a 523 credit score. Are y'all seeing this? Are y'all seeing it? If you can't see this, you should at least be listening to this. Yanobi says she was a 523 credit score. Where you at right now, Yanobi? Where you at now? Don't hurt them. We ain't gonna break the internet today. Elizabeth says she's a 712. She says she's a 712. Let me see here. Let me scroll back up. She was a 649. She's a 712. We're moving past this. Coach says, I got to go check. Yanobi says she was a 523. Where you at right now, Yanobi? Tell him where you at. 720s. Because she's thinking big now. She's thinking big now. She says, you know what? I thought I was going to do this with my property. I'm thinking bigger now. I'm going to take the equity out of this property. I'm going to buy more property. Even if she sells, that's still not a bad idea. But at least she has an idea of what she wants to do with the equity. See, we're going to the next level now. Marcus says commercial properties next. Listen, I'm just trying to make sure we keep the goal in front of us and that we're going to the next goal. Marcus had a goal when he first started watching us. He says, I want to go into home ownership. So now he has the pre-approval. Now he's looking for property. We're on to the next goal. Marcus says, I'm a 705 now. Where was you at before, Marcus? Where was you at before? They're not believing us. They're not thinking people changing here. They're not thinking people are changing in here. They're not thinking, people are watching this thinking that this is just some regular guy talking about credit scores again, and that people aren't making changes in their life. Man, listen, we're not finna keep up with the chat no more. I'm keeping up with the chat too much. I don't want to hold y'all back. Y'all seeing this? Right. Man, crazy. Zoom said, I'm upset. It's all good. I promise you. Don't worry. Don't worry. You know what? I did record it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw it inside the give me till next week, guys. I gotta make the edit to it. I got you, brother. I ain't gonna listen, Albert. Listen, one thing we're not gonna do is slow y'all down from y'all goals. So I'm gonna make sure I put that inside of the elite. Let me write that down because I'll forget it. Anything I say I'm gonna do and I don't do it, I promise you, I just forgot. That don't mean I don't want to do it. I just forgot. Okay, so I got you. Y'all hear me? Listen, y'all know why they're accomplishing their credit goals? Because they're a part of the 850 Club Elite. Do you all know why? Because they're a part of the 850 Club Elite. Get inside of the elite if you want to accomplish your credit goals faster. Y'all see this? Where's it at? Right there. Scan this QR code. Oh man, I didn't even put that inside the chat. My bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me put that back in. Listen, if you want to get to your credit goals faster, you need to join the 850 Club Elite. Get inside. You got to get in there. Yanobi just told you she was in the 500s. Now she's in the 720s. You know why? Because she's around people. She's studying the information. She's applying the information. She's not the only one. Coach says, you going to post the replay? You know I got you, Elizabeth. You know I got you. I'm not going to hold y'all back. I'm not going to hold y'all back at all. And let me be clear. I know we get busy too, man. Y'all, listen, we not going to make everything. Y'all not going to make everything. That's why I record it. That's why I record most things. Y'all not going to make everything, which is why I record most of everything. I totally get it. We got lives out here. Don't worry. I promise you, we're going to make this happen. Okay? You know, he says there's levels to this. It's levels to this. Right? Man, listen. You are what you think about the most. I'm going to close the book on that one. You are what you think about the most. That's number one. Number two, y'all ready for number two? What are you thinking about? You say, well, you know what? Well, here, if I think about home ownership, chances are I'm going to buy a home. If I think about buying rental property, chances are I'm going to get close to that. You got to start attracting that. You got to start manifesting that. Part of manifestation, that's just the thinking of it. But you got to also put the work in. Some of you all don't want to put the work in. You're not putting the work in. You got to put the work in. Yanobi says, I couldn't do it without you, Calvin. I appreciate you, Yanobi. I appreciate you. And honestly, just being an example. She's a regular human person that just says, I have something I want to accomplish. That's all this is. Marcus says, I'm looking to get that 2025 Cadillac Escalade. Listen, you deserve it. You deserve it. And anybody that tells you shouldn't, y'all need to spend. Listen, we're going to talk about that another day. Spending less time with people that are negative. Right? Coach Elizabeth says, business hack for truckers who are looking for more work after Calvin fixes your credit. Reach out to companies like Covenant directly and talk to a broker. She out here giving gems. See what happens when people grow? They start giving y'all the advice they give changes. The advice they give changes. Man, listen. Crazy. Insane. Y'all see this? Y'all see what's happening here? Man, this is huge. This is huge. Right? People who tell you it cannot be done almost always are unsuccessful people, are strictly average or mediocre at best in terms of accomplishment. The opinions of these people can be poison. Let me show y'all this. Y'all don't believe me. Let me put it right here. Let me see where my finger at. Hold on. Let me find it. Jesus. I gotta have my camera. Where's it at? Hold on. Hold on. Let me find that again. Let me find that. Y'all need to see this. Where's my finger? Right there. It can be poison. It can be poison. Y'all see that? The opinions of these people can be poison. People who tell you it cannot be done almost always are unsuccessful people. Unsuccessful. They telling you you can't buy a house. They're telling you it don't make sense. They telling you you shouldn't do it because they don't believe they can. They don't believe they can. So since they don't believe they can, they're gonna make sure you can't. That's the problem. You're constantly talking to negative people and you don't even know it. You got to spend less time with negative people. You know why? Because some of them are your friends. Some of them are your family. Some of y'all sleeping with them right. Well, I won't say right now. Y'all should be up. It's 10 o'clock where I'm at. Y'all should be sleeping next to them right now, especially if they're negative. They holding you back from your mental and this money that's out here if you are still sleeping next to them. And it is 10 a.m. Albert says, I got it. Albert says, I got it. Marcus says, if it doesn't make dollars, it don't make sense. That's right. Coach Elizabeth says, she says it's facts, though. It's facts. Y'all see this? They growing in here. Their goals are changing. Their mind is growing bigger now. They're past these old goals. Many of them all started with the same one goal. It was, man, Calvin, I just want to improve my credit score. Look at them now. Look at them now. They're thinking about, man, if I can do this, what else can I do? Somebody put in the comments, what else can I do? What else can I do? Right? What else can I do? Man, you could do so much. You can do much more than what you think you can. I promise you can. Listen, guys, check this out. Listen, I'm about to move this QR code out the way. I'm about to move this out the way. Y'all got it? The magic of thinking big. You need to grab this book today. Scan this QR code right there on your screen. I'm also going to put it inside the chat here. Do I still have that? Let me see if I still got it. Okay, there we go. Here, I'm gonna move it out the way. I'm gonna move this out the way. Okay, listen. So scan that QR code if you haven't done so already. The Magic of Thinking Big. Y'all need to grab that book. The Magic of Thinking Big. All right, there it is right there. Here's the deal. What else can I do? What else can I do? What else can I do? You're not reading. You need to be listening to something. You need something that's going to move you. You need something that's going to shake you. You need something that's going to put you in a different position. You need something that's going to have you thinking that you can do more. You should get excited. Me and my wife learned something new last night. I could barely sleep. I'm laughing as I'm about to go to sleep because I'm so excited about what's about to happen. Crazy. It really is crazy. It really is. All right. Either way, y'all got that? Good. It's gone. Let me move this out the way. Listen, guys, if you want to accomplish your credit goals, you need to join the 850 Club Elite. You need to join the 850 Club Elite. This is where it's at. This is where it's always been. This is where it's always. Let me make sure this works. Okay, good. All right, good. We in there. We're in there. Check that out. Listen, you need to join the 850 Club Elite if you're looking to improve to accomplish your credit goals. Right here, I'm gonna put it in here right now. Accomplish your credit goals faster. There we go. Join today. Some of y'all need to join today. Y'all need to join today. Where's Booker at? Booker, go get the door. Go get the door. You already know what to do. Make sure, listen, nobody's getting out of here today. Nobody's getting out of here today, guys. Nobody's getting out of here without growing is all I'm saying. Is all I'm saying, right? If you want to accomplish your credit goals faster, scan that QR code right there on your screen. Scan that QR code right there on your screen if you're looking to change your life today. Today. Listen, I just told you, some of you all want to improve your credit score. I just showed you how somebody, let me go back. Let me scroll up because y'all going to say, well, Calvin, I didn't see it. Y'all going to say, Calvin, I didn't see it. You said I didn't see it. I'm going to show you. Hold on one second. You see this? Let me show you. He says my credit score was a 523. Y'all see that? Do y'all see this? She says she was a 523. I said, where are you at right now? She says 720s. You know how she did that? She's in the 850 Club Elite. Nick, you still watching? Nick, if you still watching, tell him what just happened to you, sir. Tell him about that credit card. Nick, listen, Nick just got a brand new credit card. What's the limit on that credit card if you still here, Nick? Nick is always here. He over here working and he be listening, right? Let's see what else we got. Listen, because she's a part of the elites. Listen, Marcus says he got here. He wanted to start improving his credit score. Then he said he wanted to go into homeownership. Then he got his pre-approval. Now he's looking for properties. I said, Marcus, what's your next goal? He says, I'm looking for commercial property next. That's what happens in the 850 Club Elite. That's what happens. That's what happens. I said, what's your credit score now? He says, I'm a 705 now. That's what happens. That's what happens. This ain't nothing new. See, I can't get nothing done if Mark is gonna be steady putting in these jokes. He says life's changing. Trump is coming. We trying to get work done here, sir. Cassandra says, listen, the order's placed. Listen, she says the order's placed. You got to get it. You got to get it. You're going to love that book, Cassandra. You know, listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. We're going to spend the rest of this month on this book. Ooh. There's a chapter. Yeah, man, wait till y'all get this. Wait till y'all get to this chapter. Manage your environment. He says, go first class. Some of y'all don't be going first class. Y'all just be thinking ghetto. No more ghetto. No more ghetto. No more ghetto. Listen, check this out. Nicholas is a part of the 850 Club Elite. He watched the videos. He watched the interviews. He started taking action. He applies for a credit card. I'm going to show y'all what the limit was. $20,000. You know why? Because he's around people that are doing the same thing. He's doing the same thing. He's doing the same thing. Then watch this. It gets better. He has a secured credit card that he's had for quite some time. The limit was $500. He's watching the videos. He's watching the interviews. He's asking questions. He's taking action. He took the 500 limit credit card to $4,000. I thought it was $6,000. I think it was $6,000. He says it's $4,000. I ain't gonna argue with him. Right? You guys see this? This is what's holding you back. You're not around people that's move. See, you're moving too slow because you're around turtles. You say you want to be an eagle, you hanging around chickens. It's that chicken talk. It's that, hey, I'm gonna do it next year. Why are you waiting so long? Why has it got to be next year? It's going to cost you more. It's going to cost you more. I was talking to a girl the other day, and I saw she sent me a message through Facebook Messenger, and I saw the conversation we had back in 2021. I told you guys this story, some of you all. She talked about in 2021 how she wanted to buy a house. She never took step one. She never started. Now she says, hey, I'm ready now. I'm serious now. It's going to cost you more. Waiting is going to cost you more. Waiting is going to cost you more. Y'all hanging around turtles, trying to run a race. You said, well, don't you remember the story about the turtle and the hare? Man, listen, y'all better hurry up. The faster you get there, the longer you can enjoy it. The faster you get there, the longer you can enjoy it. Nick says, I went from a 500 credit limit to 2,000, now 6,000. All he did was join the elite. All he did was ask questions. All he did was watch the interviews. All he did was take action, but he knew what action to take. He got the information. He did the execution. All you're doing is y'all think these regular people watching videos. These are people who take action. Cassandra says, order placed. She's taking action. Marcus said, it worked for me. Of course it did. He took action. Y'all not listening. Coach says, we want to be champions. That's why they're here. Ty Smith says, now is the time to invest in yourself. If there's anything you invest in, listen, stock market be shaky, real estate be up and down, but yourself, you got to do it. You got to do it. Listen, Marcus says, I'm about to get with Ms. Hackworth to get my name on the home so I can get the equity to fund my other business. Y'all see this? What he's saying is different now. This may have been a goal that he's always wanted to accomplish, but now it's in front of him. It's in front of him. Get inside the, here, let me put it back up here, man. Listen, Albert, listen, Albert's about 20, 30 minutes back. He's catching up. Albert says, I'm here. I'm catching up. He says, what else can I do? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. He's rewinding it. That's what I'm talking about. Don't miss out on this information, man. Listen, if you want to accomplish your credit goals faster, scan that QR code right there on your screen. Okay? If you want to accomplish your credit goals faster. And now here's the thing. If you want to accomplish your credit goals, subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can get there just by binge watching my videos. You can get there. It's going to take you some time, but you can get there. But if you want to get there faster, you need to join the 850 Club Elite. Scan that QR code right there. Take out your phone, put it on the screen, and scan that QR code on your screen. Or look inside the chat and go ahead and do that. Or you can go to the 850clubelite.com. Okay? This is where we are at. This is where we are accomplishing our credit goals. This is where it's happening. I see in the comments all the time, can you help me with my credit? Yes. Scan the QR code. Can you help me buy a home? Yes. Scan this QR code. Can you help me get a higher limit credit card? Yes. Scan this QR code. Can you help me lower my car payment? Yes. Scan this QR code. Can you help me try to get something removed off of my credit report? Yes. Scan this QR code. It's time to tell you. You're one click away. You're one scan away. That's the easy part. Let me show you what happens when you get in. Y'all ready for that? Let me show you what happens. I got to go. I got to work on this other video. Ooh, y'all gonna like this one. Y'all gonna like this one. Only the serious people in here anyway, if y'all watching it this late. We about to talk about how Trump is making major changes to credit unions. Y'all not ready for this one. We about to talk about how Trump is making changes to credit unions. Y'all not ready for this one. Y'all not ready for this one. Major changes are happening. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Watch this. What happens when you get inside the 850 Club Elite? Y'all want me to show you? I'm gonna show you anyway. Watch this. I'm gonna show you what happens when you get here. Y'all ready? Let me show you what happens. There it is. Let me maximize this. Can I make that bigger? All right, let me hide the chat real quick. Let me put this. Can I put this to the side? What happens if I put that to the side? I'll put it at the bottom. No, you know what? The side is fine. All right, so here, check this out. Check this out. When you get inside of here, the first thing you want to do, first off, you can learn just by scrolling, right? You can learn just by scrolling. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this. Remember what I told you? Because I know some of y'all from St. Louis, some of y'all like, listen, we gonna make sure y'all see is whatever y'all need to see. This is his credit card that had a $500 credit limit. Do you all see this? He's now at 6,000. We ain't got nothing to hide here. Y'all see this? He says, let me zoom in. I don't want no excuses. Where y'all say, well, man, Calvin, you know, I couldn't see it. No problem. This was originally a secured credit card of $500. I turned it into an unsecured. Then it got a $2,000 limit. It was that way for a while. He was denied for a credit limit increase. Are you all seeing this? Listen, we go through the same stuff y'all go through. He was denied for a credit limit increase a while back. Now, watch this. Keywords. Now, after joining the elite community, boom. Boom. Y'all can learn this just by scrolling. Hold on. I don't know what's going on now. Hold on. My bad. Hold on. Lord. Hold on. We're going to figure this out. There we go. We're going to figure this whole thing out. I done messed this all the way up. All right. Give me a second. Y'all get what I'm saying? Here. Hold on one second. I'm about to zoom in. There we go. Man, y'all. Okay. Now here, let me try to zoom out on this. Let me press escape. Okay, there we go. My bad. All right, now we're good to go. Then zoomed in too close. Let's go again. Another major win. Watch this. This is what's happening in the 850 Club Elite. I keep telling you all, if you want to qualify for a high limit credit card, scan that QR code right there in front of you. Lord, take the screen. I'm telling you, $20,000 limit. This is just by him being in the 850. Here's the thing. He'll tell you, he says exactly what he did. Y'all be trying, listen, you got to get around people. Because see, if your friend's not doing this, your family's not doing this, your pastor's not doing this, your coworker's not doing this, they can't tell you what they did. You got to get around people. This year, we are adding to our association. We are associating with like-minded people this year. This year, we're going to be adding more people that's going to add growth into our lives. That's one of my goals this year. I'm connecting with more people that's going to add more growth to my life. I'm not taking from them. I'm learning from them. Some of y'all act like y'all got all the answers. And that's what's holding you back. That's what's holding you back. Bless you. That's what's holding you back. Y'all see this? Do y'all see this? You know, he's got a 727 credit score. She started in the 500s. The questions that she asks is different now. Her goals are different now. You know why she did this? Because she scanned the QR code. She went to the link. She signed up, but she just didn't sign up. A lot of people sign up and they just sit there. She took action. Let me show y'all what she took action on. Let me show y'all. This is what she did. Watch this. Y'all ready? I'm gonna show y'all what she did. Y'all ready? Watch this. She went to the classroom section. This right here's the classroom section. You got to go to class. You got to go to school. Some of y'all are like, man, Cal, listen, the last time y'all took a class was in high school. The last time y'all took a class was in college. That's formal education. There's nothing wrong with formal education, but you got to remember that's formal education. You need personal development. You need self-education. That's what you're missing. You're not hitting your goals because you're missing out on self-education. Look at this. In the classroom, it says right here, I want to increase my credit score. If you want to increase your credit score, click here. It's going to show you everything you need to do to start improving your credit score. If you're 3 to 6, if your credit score is a 3 to 600, a 600 to 700, a 700 to 800. If you want to learn more about trade lines and authorized users, if you want to learn about collections and settlements, if you want to learn the dispute process, all you got to do is click on where it says, I want to increase my credit score. I want to lower my car payment. Y'all, man, let me type in this right here, man. Let me type in payment. Let me see here. Is that, that's only inside the classroom. Payment. Watch this. Where's it at? I forgot his name. Oh, Dejan. That's what it was. That's who he is. I don't know where Dejan been at. Dejan done lowered his car payment. He done saved all that money. We can't find him. Where's Dejan at? Where's Dejan at? Listen, because sometimes we get bougie up in here. Sometimes we get a little bougie, right? Y'all see this? His car payment, it was $948 a month. Some of y'all rent was $948 a month. Some of y'all done paid $948 for all type of stuff, right? Man, listen. This man just say he now just went from a $948 car payment to $814. All he did was scan the QR code. That's all he did. All he did was scan the QR code. He got in the 850 Club Elite. He says, Calvin, listen, you planted the seed, motivation. We taking action in here today, guys. We taking action. That's what's holding you back. You're not taking action. Where's Courtney at? Courtney in here. Y'all better listen. Where Courtney at? I ain't forgot about you. Let me see. Watch this. Oh, hold up. Watch this. This is Elizabeth. Listen, Elizabeth got approved for $3,000 for her business. Y'all see that? All she did was scan the QR code. That was it. She scanned the QR code. She learned how to improve her credit score. She got something removed off of her credit report. She started watching the videos on business credit and business funding. She got $3,000 for her business. But it started with her scanning the QR code and clicking the link. It's right here to the right. Here it is. Let me see it. No. Where's it at, Courtney? when you was talking about saving, I think it was like saving $43 a month. It was something on her car payment. It was something on your car payment. I was looking for it. Let me see here. Let me see y'all. Man, I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh, this an old one, but it's good. Look at this. Y'all remember when that day when Elizabeth improved her credit score 55 points? Y'all remember that? This is old news. We knocking out old goals. She on her next goal now. Some of you listen. This is old stuff. This is a long time ago. Y'all see this? You know, she said, I drop out my MBA program to go to the school. For real. Okay. Y'all see this? Man, y'all missing out, man. Y'all missing out. Y'all missing out. Either way, listen, let me move this back down here. Let me pull my screen back up. Okay. Here. Let me make myself a little bit smaller here. But either way, guys, I got to run. I got to go make this video. I got some other stuff to knock out today. I don't want to hold you guys up, but listen, if you're serious about your credit goals, I'm going to leave this right here on the screen. If you're serious about your credit goals, let me move myself. Hold on. I'm on the wrong side. Let me be right here. If you're serious about your credit goals, scan this QR code right there on your screen. It's right here. It's right up under me, right there. Right there. Scan this QR code right here. That's all you need to do. Once you get in, we're going to teach you what you need to do to improve your credit score, to go into homeownership, to qualify for that high limit credit card. You say you want to accomplish these goals. Let me show you. Let the people around you inside the community show you. That's all I got for today, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. That's it for today, guys. I will see you guys on the next video. Now, this weekend, I more than likely won't be going live. I'll check back with y'all on Sunday, so I'll be taking tomorrow off. But I'm gonna make sure. Oh man, y'all got to see what Trump is doing about these credit unions. Watch this. Stay tuned for that video. We'll see you guys.